Hi, and welcome to the Quick Course Series. My name is Rosemary Galvan, and I'm a Principal IMS Pre-Sales Software Consultant here at BMC. Today, I will share information with you about the DBA Toolkit, a robust set of tools that save you time and effort. The DBA Toolkit supports all IMS database types, Standard Full Function, HalDB, and FastPath DEDBs. While the DBA Toolkit is a component of MAXM Database Advisor, it is also provided with many other BMC IMS products and solutions. If you are licensed for any of the IMS products or solutions that you see listed on this slide, then you have access to the DBA Toolkit. Now that you know you have access to it, let's see what you can do with the DBA Toolkit. A majority of the DBA Toolkit functionality is accessible through the GUI interface called the Data Management Console. The Data Management Console is a thin Windows-based client and is installed on each individual user's desktop. The console provides a central location to view and manage your IMS database environments. You can view statistical data about your environment and databases in a graphical format as shown here. Several products and solutions share the Data Management Console as their GUI interface. You can find all of the DBA Toolkit functionality under the IMS Databases icon. You can see that I'm connected to multiple hosts, BMCA, IMSA, SysP. Notice that I have expanded the IMS database icon under host SysP. Under IMS DEM7 Database Group Payroll, I have expanded database HD05S051. I see the dataset icon and that it has only one segment, CO15I. I can highlight any item to see the details of that item on the console. The objects displayed in the Data Management Console were populated at setup time through the Auto Configuration Wizard. The wizard automatically discovers IMS subsystems and environmental information such as your ResLib and your recons. It obtains database information from your DBD lib and dynamic allocation modules. You can add and change components manually as needed. The Auto Configuration Wizard is typically executed at setup time. Once the toolkit is configured, your IMS environment is automatically discovered, and you can perform functions against objects in the tree. Now, let's go through the features of the DBA Toolkit and see exactly what you can do. You can use the Object Annotation function to enter free-form information about an object. For example, you can enter the object's nickname, unusual characteristics and uses, and reminders about actions related to the object. Each time you enter information, your user ID and the time you made the entries are recorded. Because any toolkit user can see this information, this is a great way to store knowledge about your IMS database environment and to possibly help a next-gen DBA or any new staff member get up to speed about your environment. The disassembly tool offers a quick and convenient way to produce source code for selected IMS control blocks. You can rebuild lost source libraries, verify the active source version, and save, change, or reuse source code. You can disassemble DBDs, PSBs, ACBs, and MDAs. If you're licensed for the full MAXM Database Advisor product, you can also disassemble MFSs. For more information on this function, please review the Disassembling Control Blocks Quick Course. The DBD Mapping tool provides a graphical representation of the segment structure in a DBD. When you disassemble a DBD, you can generate the DBD map. For more information on this function, please review the Mapping DBD Quick Course. The JCL Generator function, as the name implies, allows you to generate utility JCL for any object on the tree. The JCL Generator dynamically obtains object information and user-specified rules to create the most efficient JCL. For example, you can define values to be used to create your job statement, set the region size, allocate work files, and things like that. You can customize values for functions such as image copy, your unload, or any of the utilities. Pick an object on the tree and select Generate JCL. The selection menu that you see displays the options for the products that you own. For this course, I choose to generate IDCAMS JCL to add a volume for this database. I am presented with the JCL. The job card information is set up ahead of time. And once you've generated your JCL, you can save it, edit it, submit it, clear it, and start over if you like. If the generated JCL doesn't match your environmental standards, don't worry, be happy, because the DBA Toolkit provides a JCL Script Language. You can use the JCL Script Language to modify the BMC scripts to generate JCL for your environment. Under Maintain Solutions, you can see each script member, so you can go to the library and modify the appropriate member. You can also use the JCL Script Language to create new script members. If there's a batch process that is unique to your environment and you want it to be able to execute from the DBA Toolkit, you can add it here as well. That's what we mean when we say that the DBA Toolkit is extendable. It's easy to produce, edit, and store IDCAMS control statements for existing datasets with the IDCAMS Build tool. These statements can then be used by other utilities that require datasets to be redefined during processing. This feature is ideal for building IDCAMS control statements when that information has been lost. The DBA Toolkit includes a dataset management tool that allows you to perform basic library and dataset maintenance tasks from a GUI instead of a traditional 3270 or green screen interface. The functions provided in this toolkit are similar to what is available through ISPF Option 3 from the 3270 interface. Next-gen DBAs in particular may prefer performing these types of dataset tasks from a GUI. You specify a high-level qualifier and search for a list of datasets. To work with a specific dataset, highlight it, and then you get a list of actions that you can perform, including allocate, browse, and more. Because I picked a sequential file, the options to list members and compress PDS are grayed out because those are only valid for a partitioned dataset. The JES Viewer enables you to view the JES log through the console. Although the JES Viewer is launched from the Data Management Console, you can view information about all jobs that write output to the JES log if you have authorization to view those jobs. Here I have requested to view any IEE jobs. I select this one job and click Browse, and I'm presented with all the output datasets. I can highlight one of the datasets and click on View Output to see the output for that particular dataset. The JES Viewer is another useful tool for those next-generation DBAs who prefer to view job output from a GUI rather than using the old green screen. If you have a license for MainView for IMS Online or System Performance for IMS, you can launch MainView Explorer from the Data Management Console. You must define to the DBA Toolkit the connection to the MainView server. Once the connection has been defined, MainView Explorer appears as a menu option against registered objects. Let's take a look at a few examples. When I right-mouse click on IMS icon IAG, I see that one of my options is MainView Explorer. When I select MainView Explorer, I see options for iStatus, Region, and Workflow. Each of these options has additional selections. I choose iStatus, and I have several options which are all MainView view names. I can select any of these views and I will be presented with a filtered view with information pertaining to IMS ID IAGA. This function is particularly useful if you're using the console and you get a call about a problem on a database or an IMS. You can launch MainView directly from the console instead of logging off one product and having to go into another. The DEDB space calculation tool calculates disk space requirements for a FastPath DEDB area before allocating the space. Based on the information you provide, the tool will calculate the disk space required for this particular area. The tool provides the percentage breakdown of total space used, graphic depiction of area space distribution, breakdown of section sizes by bytes, CIs, and percentage of area, and detailed information about area initialization. This is the graphical representation of the area distribution based on the input I have just entered. You can view several reports through the Data Management Console. You can view the current state of a database data set, a DEDB area, or a HALDB partition down to the segment level. You can view and compare historical data, which is particularly useful when reviewing data from multiple HALDB partitions or DEDB areas. You can track data trends and BMC utility executions. Reports is a menu option on any object. Just right-mouse click, find Reports, and you are presented with your report options. The data displayed in these reports is populated by the BMC utilities that you execute. On every screen, the yellow question mark is the Help icon. Clicking on the Help icon will display a pop-up menu with help information for this particular screen. You can also place your cursor over an object to generate a pop-up with additional information as well. For more information on the DBA Toolkit or any mainframe product, please view the URL that you see on this screen. Thanks so much for listening and have an awesome day.